Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today I kind of just wanted to do a more low-key video because my friend Allie and I were planning on doing some Halloween themed shopping, or at the very least Halloween browsing, and so I thought it'd kind of be fun to showcase. Spirit Halloweens are starting to open up, and so we are going to the closest local Spirit Halloween, which is kind of a disappointment. They even advertise online as just costumes and some slight decorations. They don't have any of the animatronics or big displays, which is kind of disappointing, but at least you still get a tiny bit of the fall vibes there. And then in the same shopping center as that Spirit Halloween, there's also a Dollar Tree and a Michael's, and I've seen that both places have some Halloween stuff, so I want to check out those places potentially as well and see if they have anything Halloween related to make up for the Spirit Halloween. And there is a bigger Spirit Halloween that's supposed to be somewhat close to my area, but it will not open for the life of it. It's taking forever, and I keep checking every day to see if it's finally opened up, and it hasn't. And I just want to get my Spirit Halloween fix. I want to see the animatronics, and I want to see children screaming and running away from them. But I mean, it's Spirit Halloween. You can't go wrong. I'm not planning on spending a lot because I'm saving up for a Trick or Treat Studios soft body replica of Chucky, because I think that would be sick to have. Child's Play is one of my absolute favorite franchises, and I have the Spirit Halloween Good Guy doll. But, I mean, as cool as he is, I mean, that's not Chucky, you know? Like, it's not. And I'm also saving up for when the bigger Spirit Halloween opens up, because I'm sure they have more products and such. Okay, so I made it. I'm just waiting for Ellie to roll up. She has 3 of her little gremlins with her, as far as I'm aware. The 3 younger ones. Her oldest son's in school. I brought her kids a little something, because yesterday I was at her house because it was her 2 oldest kids' birthday, and she has this one child, Noelle, who just turned 4, and she saw this necklace that my friend Caitlin had on, and she's like, "You're rich," and she just like grabbed the necklace, and I guess Caitlin was wearing one of the kids' Batman masks, so she's like, "Batman's rich," and that was the funniest thing ever, and she kept trying to con Caitlin into taking off the necklace so she could have it, and I'm like, no. So I found this gold necklace that I don't really wear. I'm gonna give to her. It's just funny, a little peace offering in hopes that they'll behave in Spirit Halloween. But I'm excited. I guess we'll see. Not gonna lie, even though I knew beforehand that this store was mainly just costumes, it was a little weird walking in and not seeing the animatronics and stuff. But the kids were super impressed by the costumes literally just within the first section we walked to, and it does always deliver with costumes. That child right there already decided what she wanted to be right away, and that's Minnie Mouse, and she's been pretty consistent with the idea that she wants to be Minnie Mouse. It's from Beetlejuice. Despite being a smaller scale store, I do still think they did a decent job at having a wide variety to choose from, and they still had a decent selection within each category too. Like, there was several different Scream masks available, and I think one even came with like the voice modifier thing, which is honestly pretty sick. I'm not entirely sure what to call this section, but it was really cool, and the little Wonka bar earrings were honestly really cool. I think that's for adults. I don't think. Oh my goodness. That's a. Hey, Hopi, stay here. Hopi.
Run.
No, we gotta stay here. Oh my goodness. Look. This is definitely the point in shopping where the kids hit peak excitement and were a little harder to contain.
They bite your neck.
Yeah, they do. I'll give credit where credit is due. I honestly really liked this section and all of the vampire stuff they had, and I was highly contemplating buying fake blood despite the fact that I don't really have a purpose for it. It just always entices me for whatever reason. I very nearly bought that one, but I put it away. I decided not to get it. This section was one of my favorites too. I really liked all of the random little mini spooky things that they had. What do you think?
No, dude.
Is that scary? It's a clown. No, it's okay. It can't get you. Oh, what did you grab?
Princess.
Oh.
Where are you?
I was panicking at how close the child was to the breakable mugs, but they were very cool. I almost bought one. This isn't even half of what they had in regards to Halloween stuff at Michael's. It was just aisles and aisles of pure Halloween bliss, and I loved it. It's a secret. I don't think that one does anything.
Wow, you just like this.
No, sit down, please.
Come closer. I've got a secret. Don't you want to play? Come closer.
Did she say yep?
I've got a secret.
Don't do that, Ellie. What's she doing? Dollar Tree honestly also has a really good selection of Halloween stuff. Like, I got the kids' little trick-or-treat buckets, and there was just a decent range of stuff, so you can definitely be a Halloween bitch on a budget, and I love that. Okay, Ellie's still next to me, but I'm actually super excited. The Spirit Halloween, it was definitely, like, kind of disappointing, but, like, it was still cool, you know? Like, it still, like, captured the spirit that I wanted it to. But it was cute. These are my little Dollar Tree socks. I got this cute little, like, costume dress, kind of. This cute little costume dress. And it's, like, ripped, and it just had a little pumpkin on it. It was so cute, like a little sweater dress. And then I just got some of the little, like, moth head earrings, which are super cute as well. I didn't want to do a big spend, but, like, how can you go to Spirit Halloween and not buy a single thing? And then at Michael's, I'm actually so excited by this. I kind of felt obligated to buy something because me and the kids were stopping and looking at everything, and the lady, like, was like, are you checking out? And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, we're still just insane. But I wanted one anyway, so I got this little, like, bowl that I think I'm gonna use for keys at my place. But I'm fucking exhausted. Those kids are the most. One of them spilled their Cheetos in the car earlier, so they, like, picked it up off the floor. They're like, do you want a Cheeto? I'm like, no thanks. I'm good. You know, I'm so good right now. Alright, it has officially been 2 weeks since the initial Spirit Halloween trip. Also, my hair is black now, sort of, at least. And supposedly, the biggest and best Spirit Halloween in my area is up and running now and good to go, so I'm finally going to that one, and I certainly hope that it's exciting and cool. I hope there's animatronics and cool displays, or I'm going to be devastated. All of August, it said opening August on the website. August 31st rolls around, it's not opened, and it switched to September. There was a sign on the door saying opening September 4th. September 4th was a Wednesday, and that day rolls around, and it's still not opened up. And my friend Caitlin calls the store, or like calls corporate or whatever, to see when that store is expected to open, and they say that the projected opening date was the following Monday, which was the 9th, but that was just projected, and that wasn't even guaranteed. So we're disappointed, not even knowing if it would be open for us today. And then the following day, the 5th, we find out that the store opened up. Anyways, just a day after, when we didn't even think it was going to open up that week at all. So we still waited till today to go, and hopefully there's still some good stuff in stock and it hasn't already been bought out to be resold for twice the amount of money. And there is another thing I'm looking for. So we have this witch that has literally been in my family for years. My grandma bought it one year and it was, you know, her Halloween prop. She had it hung out on her porch every year. And the way this simple witch genuinely scared children was so fun. Like, all she did was cackle a little bit, her eyes lit up. She wasn't the most elaborate thing, but she scared people. People didn't want to come on her porch because this witch was hanging there cackling, and it was iconic and fun. And I named her Witchy because I was a child. One year my grandma, who has a prosthetic leg, took off her prosthetic leg, covered the remains of her leg in fake blood, had like a chainsaw covered in blood set up, and yet there were still children who stumbled back and didn't want to go closer to her because they saw the witch hanging there. And so she's just a basic prop, but a signature prop and an important prop to me. And one year my grandma was like, oh, it's time to get rid of Witchy, I don't want her anymore. And I said, absolutely not. And I took Witchy home. But since then, Witchy's been through a lot of moves. She's been hanging out too much. We just never really took her down. She's collected a lot of dust, and she's old, and her best years are far behind her. And so I want to look for a replacement for my dear Witchy. So I don't know what they're going to have in stock, but I want to look for a witch in replacement to Witchy, and then obviously just see what other fun stuff is in store. So here she is in all of her beauty. This Spirit Halloween was in a former CVS, and it was definitely much bigger, and we were instantly greeted by the Ghostface and the Ringmaster.
Welcome to the carnival.
That's cute.
My friends are going to show you a skill.
I also always love all the cute little jewelry that they have, and I initially passed up getting anything, but at the last minute I definitely grabbed some earrings. They were too cool to pass up.
Get your cotton candy here. We've added some new ingredients. I think you're gonna like it. Don't worry, I'm just admiring your costume. Hey, you over there. Yeah, you. I'm giving out some candy. I thought this would be a great way to make some friends.
The little Hocus Pocus section right there was really cool. I also liked the little sidesteppers they had. They did have Pennywise, Sam, and Chucky, of course. The little snow globe up there, and I loved the wall decals. I honestly probably would have gotten the Chucky one had it just been a solid picture of him. Oh, here's all the babies. The spooky babies are definitely a favorite of mine, and I literally contemplate the one with the spiders every single year. If I had more space, I would have definitely gotten one. But I have to say, I think my favorites this year were the pumpkin one and the peekaboo one. Look at the duck on his fucking onesie. That's adorable. Are you kidding? That's been going viral all over internet. Everyone's like, oh my god, I need one. Where are they? Why? I don't know. Everyone's just obsessed with Art the Clown right now. See how I'm personally not interested in Art the Clown? So instead of buying him just to resell him to somebody for twice the price, I put him back so somebody else can find him. Very demure, very mindful. One thing I did notice about this store is they didn't have any of the tote bags that Caitlin saw online that she was looking for, which was kind of disappointing, and they also were all sold out of the tumblers because people already snatched all of those up, but there obviously was still a lot to look at. That's cute. Oh my god, is that the basic jumping spider? The jumping spider is definitely a Spirit Halloween staple that I've seen scare numerous people over the years, but it wasn't working today.
I've got a frightening fairy tale to tell you before you go to bed tonight.
I've also seen the Bobby Strings animatronic a lot online, and I was very pleasantly surprised by him in stores. I think he was honestly one of my favorites. Naturally, I was obsessed with this Chucky section, and they had so much to choose from. I really liked the fact that they had a Glenn mask as well as the Chucky mask, and just so many little props like the scissors. There were several knives, there was like a little bag. There was even a ruler like the one Chucky killed Miss Cuttaway with in Child's Play 2 that I very nearly bought. That was absolutely sick, but I was just naturally obsessed with everything in this section. This section of the little comical costumes geared towards adults was also hilarious, not gonna lie.
Oh, I just understood it.
Admittedly, it took both of us a little longer than it should have to understand the joke behind the breathalyzer costume. Fun fact, I actually just watched the Shrek movie for the first time recently. I never watched it as a kid because I thought Shrek was too disgusting. I don't mind the Glenn doll, he's cute. I don't even have a huge issue with My Spirit Halloween Chucky, but what the fuck did they do to Annabelle? I'm sorry, that is not her. Alright, that is it for my first Spirit Halloween trips of the year. I definitely enjoyed. I thought my house was getting broken into, but it was just my cat knocking over the laundry basket again. As I was saying, I definitely enjoyed both trips to Spirit Halloween just for different reasons. At the first one, it was really fun seeing the kids' excitement towards the store and just seeing what types of costumes they did have, because I'm not gonna lie to y'all, while it was disappointing to not see the animatronics and stuff, Spirit Halloween does deliver with its costumes and they're very cool. And obviously I enjoyed the second Spirit Halloween for the actual fact of the displays and animatronics and stuff. They were very cool. I think my favorite was Bobby Strings. I know a lot of people have been hating on him because of his voice or whatever other reason, but seeing him in person was really cool. He was much bigger than I thought, and I liked him. My second favorite was Cotton Candy, and I definitely bought more than I intended on buying because I got excited, but it's okay. Some of the money I spent was tips saved up from several months for work, so I like to think about it. I didn't even pay for it, you know, it wasn't my money. That's what I'm telling myself to justify the funds spent at both Spirit Halloweens, but it's worth it. It's Spirit Halloween. It's only open once a year. I was really contemplating about getting this or not, but I ultimately decided to because of my love for Chucky. I found this Good Guys printed shirt, and it has all of the signature images that are like on his box and stuff. I about died when I saw this. I'm sure they've had it every year, but it was so cool. Next up, to add to my Beetlejuice collection, I got this Barbara Maitland plush. I'm absolutely obsessed because last year I got Lydia Dietz and she was still in stores this year, but I got Lydia, so I wanted to get Barbara. Eventually I'll probably collect the whole set, but they do retail for like $20 a pop, I feel like, so I didn't want to get the whole family this time, but I got Barbara this year. And then I got some earrings, the footage. So I noticed this one was missing a foot, and I stupidly was like, oh my god, it probably like popped off in the bag or something, like I ruined it. When I watched the footage back, I realized it was broken when I grabbed it, so I could return it and exchange it, but frankly, I don't give a fuck about the foot anyways. It's probably the one earring out of the pack I wouldn't use because I don't do feet, not my thing. it was cool otherwise. So there's that little pack. And then last but not least, of course, I got Witchy 2.0. I was really nervous I wasn't going to find her going in, but she was hanging up right there and she's super cool.
You like cider? You like tea? You like candy? Whatever it takes!
She's hanging inside, and this time we're going to take her down after the season's over, store her properly so she doesn't get dusty and decrepit more so. And that is all for my Spirit Halloween experience this year. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I'm so excited for Halloween. So with that being said, I'll see y'all in my next video.